All right. Is this where we at? We are here in Leveraging Leads. We are in the Thriveverse on Clubhouse, and we are on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and probably TikTok. So wherever you find us, see us, hear us, please put into the chat what you are grateful for. We would love to know that because that's how we start our day. This is a safe space of collaboration and daily reiteration of who you are. We do this because it is important that we call forth our desires. We do it daily and we come together in this space for 30 minutes and we follow a jam-packed agenda. So our first agenda item is gratitude. We will go around and tell you what tell everybody what we're grateful for. And if you're in those other spaces, if you put that in the chat, what you're grateful for, we will acknowledge you and celebrate with you your gratitude. And then we will go into ingredients of a powerful introduction. We will talk about what that is, and then we'll give you an example of a powerful introduction, and then we'll go into a leveraging leads lesson. That lesson usually it's something that can be intertwined in with your personal and or professional life, especially if you're an entrepreneur. And then we will allow you, if you have given us your gratitude, to come up and give a hand at your powerful introduction. This is an action-packed space. So we want you to take advantage of the tools that are given here to make you feel better and to make others around you feel better, because you do understand you attract who you are. So let's attract some goodness today. And we're going to do that by starting off with our gratitude round, because gratitude is the highest form of calling forth your desires. We do it daily because the Lord loves to hear, that He is magnificent. He doesn't have to hear from us, but isn't it great when you tell the person that created you how grateful you are for the things that He's created? Oh my goodness, it's amazing. So more things come to you. We do know that to be true. So Miss Erica Cassie, can you tell us your gratitude this morning?
Yes, I am grateful for my Dove soap. I smell it on my hands and it smells delightful. I am grateful for medicinal tea that I've been doing that has made me feel much better in my body. I am grateful for my office that I come down to in order to do the leverage and leads in the morning. I'm grateful for all the clients that schedule with me, and grateful that I was talking to a lady today, and this really is something that I want to say to you, Keisha, is there, and maybe you and I can partner on this, there is a lot of shame that people have around their finances. And it's tax season, it's time for people to do that. And so there's lots of shame around this. And a lady mentioned that on LinkedIn, and I thought, wow, this is so great, because I identify with it, but I also say to myself, I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to do it. So then somebody else should do it. Because that's, if I don't want to do it, somebody else should do it. So, but other people don't have that kind of thought process. They'll just kind of mull over it and don't actually do anything, and they'll have sort of trauma reactions to it. So I'm grateful to see that, because now I'm inspired to do something about it. And I'm complete.
Awesome. Well, I love that area of expertise. That is a good thing, and that's why we do the women's call with wealth, women in wealth, is because we talk about those practical things that women just didn't know, right? And it's a shame. So that might be Tuesday's tips with Keisha. So I am grateful.
Okay, ma'am. So the Wednesday call is at what time?
7 p.m. Central Time.
Okay, 6. Okay, Wednesday at 7. That means 8:00 my time. Okay. I have a client then. But the client is only for 15 minutes, so I can come late.
Mm-hmm.
To this. And is it heavy on insurance?
No, so it breaks down why we need multiple sources of income. It breaks down that you need to know where your money is going. It also talks about why we should invest, how we should invest. And it kind of depends on the crowd that's in there, how intensive it goes, but it's a good broad stroke on why we need to invest, because the woman's dollar is not a dollar. And then we break that's broken down even more to see by ethnicities, um, how much you're making. Then it's broken down uh, how many days into the next year you work to make up that dollar. So when you're feeling like we're struggling, um, we are, because especially Black women are uh, playing behind the eight ball that's behind the eight ball. Um, so when you put in that we only make 84 cents to a dollar comparatively. And then we have to work 266 days until the next year to make up that dollar, that what 15-cent difference. When do we ever get ahead?
I don't know. Probably not. But we gotta work harder.
Yeah. And we can't work no harder. And Black women, especially, what we go out and do, we get more degrees, which is more debt. So now we have more debt, less income,
Mm-hmm.
and chronic
So good.
stress.
So good. So good. So
So
good.
yeah.
So yes, Wednesday we need that. We need the link to this event so that we can make sure that it's put in here for people to know and for me to know. But yeah, what are you grateful for, Keisha?
I am grateful for having that conversation. Like the fact that you live in fear of something and then you realize it's not that bad. When somebody that is in have been through it, you be like, it's not that bad. Let me show you the way. And we show you the way. So I am grateful that I am one of those people that love the type of knowledge that I obtain, and I love sharing it. So uh, I'm grateful for not being a gatekeeper, stingy, selfish, all those ugly words when it comes to information. Now I will be a gatekeeper of my peace and selfish about who I am and all the things, but I will not gatekeep information. Okay. Okay. That, and I am complete. So then we're going to go into our ingredients of a powerful introduction. So they start off by who you are. So you look in the mirror, you look at a picture, and you say, who am I? And then you answer that question. You answer it honestly, because it's important to know who you are, so you can tell people who you are, so you just don't get called by any old thing, right? And you don't answer to any old thing because you know who you are. Then it is, what do you do? Um, we have a lot of labels. We wear a lot of hats, and that's most women, but men too. And sometimes we start to wear those labels as personality traits, and we should not. They are just things that we do. They're an avenue and the meaning to an end. Yeah. And then it is, what do you do? How do you do what you do? How do you serve the person? Who is the person target? Who is your target market? Sorry. Who is the person that you're looking for that you want to help? Is it single moms? Is it new time parents? Is it adults? Is it teens? Who is that target market? And then is, how do you serve them? What is your area of expertise? All right, love you, Pooh. Um, sorry, it's just your letter. What is your area of expertise that allows you to serve them? Why do you serve them? How do you serve them? And then how do you stand out of amongst the crowd? And there are several people that can teach you how to do what you do, but you want to be the leader. You want a star. When we go to hotels, there's 5-star ratings. You want to be a 5-star character reference for what it is that you do. So you should not only be the CEO, but you should be a client as well. I'm sorry, that old school hair commercial. And then how do they get in touch with you? So, at the end of it, it says found at your local grocery store. So yeah, so how do they find you? So they can get your service or services if you are multifaceted, like the Miss Erica Cassie. And she's going to give you her powerful introduction with some giddiness. So our giddy framework says it is G, it is giddy, it is lighthearted. I is intentional, D is daily, D is declare it, and Y is you, because Miss Tara Payton says you can't be nobody but yourself. So why not just be you? So let Erica tell you who she is.
Yes, I am Erica Kessie. I am the son of the Thriverse, powered by love, wisdom, and celebration. I am the universal mother, a multifaceted leader and creator. I listen, teach, lift, and bring clarity for activation and execution. As a therapist and the CEO of Your Goal Concierge, we have a plethora of options that benefit leaders. You can go to www.yourgoalconcierge.com to see them all. But let me tell you, it all begins with commanding your thriving. I would like to invite leaders to complete the Thrive Plan while you're over there. And you can also, to easily get there, you can go to bit.ly, bit, try on thriving. And then also, if you know a leader who wants to operate in complete healthiness and want to thrive and influence well, I would love to talk with them. I would love to spend a little time with them. They may be neglecting themselves. They may be fixers, helpers. They may be experiencing imposter syndrome or burnout. Well, I would love to spend time with them so they can find their right fit solution. They can go to bit.ly, bit.ly/Erica Kessie. Yes. And you know what? Let me spend a little time and listen and lift you so we can activate you towards the best version of yourself.
Woo! Love how utilizing all the talents, and they're all in one location, y'all. So you don't over there and mosey on and let her see what you can get out of rubbing elbows with the sun, because it will shine on you. So I am the Keisha Johnson. I am a loyal, silly, grateful connoisseur of life, love, and laughter. I really enjoy helping others get out of the financial woes because they don't have a roadmap or a plan to financial freedom. So I've sat down a couple of years ago, decided that this was going to be something that I was going to do to help myself and my children and my children's children have a legacy. So I thought, well, what if I could help 100 people? So my goal is to help 100 people this year. It's always going to be the goal, even if I meet it or not. It's 100 people between the ages of 18 to 65 that wants to walk a financial freedom pathway. And we do that by first understanding and getting a personal relationship with money, and then we execute a plan. We plan a plan, then we execute the plan. So we do that and we get to your goal. We see your money growing. We show you how money work, and we show you what you would like to leave and help you establish your legacy. So you can get to me at www.theforeverkj.com and say financial needs analysis. Help me with my plan, financial help, anything in there that says I want my financial roadmap. Just let me know you want to talk about finances, and we'll have that great conversation. And we would love to continue to show you so you can possibly show others the way out. Thank you. So our leveraging leads lesson is about not getting too ahead of the vision. Yeah. You know, I was telling someone, I said, they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, my mind won't shut up and stop racing. And I need to get these things down on paper because it's these processes and da 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 da. So I'm just like in this very creative realm at the moment. And then I realized that that was probably not a download for me, but just a download. And that was why I felt so anxious about it, because I already have the plan that I'm supposed to be working. And although this looks good, it sounds good, it reads great on paper, it's not what I'm supposed to add on to my plate, because adding that on puts me puts lessens the focus on what I already have chosen to focus on. You know, here I am talking about decluttering, and this idea comes up that seems amazing. And it's like, oh, yeah, let me do that. No, that wasn't the plan. So you can't get too anxious to where you get too excited and you start to get ahead of the plan. It's not to say that that download wasn't for me, it just wasn't for me right now. And when we're staying consistent and in alignment, we want to make sure that we don't go ahead of the plan. So although something really shiny looks really good over there, doesn't mean you're supposed to go play with it. It just doesn't. Like, put your head down, get the job done, because it will be greater later. So that is the thing. Patience and working the plan. What says you, Miss Erica?
Mentioned earlier, in a previous leveraging leads, that I wanted to, make sure that I coast. And that means that just even that idea that I just mentioned, I was talking about earlier, it just like I get tons of these ideas on a regular basis. Like it's all day long. I get a new idea, right? If you're a visionary, you have all these new ideas, but it's so great to have. I have a COO and I have people I can ask about it. I'm not going to do anything without somebody else at this point. Like I'm going to ask my COO, should I do it? I'm going to ask my executive team, which is also my daughter. I'm going to make sure that I have a partner to do it with me, or partners to do it with me, so I'm not the only one carrying it. So that just in case one of us can't, then some of us can. So I think about that. When I was in business school, one thing they made us do was to create a feasibility statement, which included like the idea, it included the stakeholders, it included the financial investment, it included the technology that you would use, it included how you would get your target market. Like it included all these dynamics in there that you had to walk through and do a one-pager before you even should be able to move forward. So it made sure that you had some things in place before you even activate it. Is it feasible? Because you can have an idea, but is it feasible? Is the market even wanting that? Is it something that is that people will pay for? Or should this be a blog that you write every day because you just want to write about it? Is it a profitable business, or is this a hobby? And there's no reason why you can't have hobbies. Yes, I mean in your time. Just because you like something don't mean that you need to have a whole business around it.
Oh.
You don't have to have a business for everything you like. Maybe see some of these things are hobbies for real and not businesses. For example, I like to hula hoop. I'm not starting a business teaching people to hula hoop. And I could. If I said, oh, I gotta run a business, put a business around that, I gotta do that, put the money, and I gotta start charging people for that. Then you get stressed out for that when you're supposed to be working on something else. Yes. So it's important to recognize also if your idea or your thing that you're wanting, to sit down with it and really figure out what is the foundation that you're going to have to build and the work that you're going to have to put in to make it actually a reality and one that is sustainable.
Yes. Yes. Sound like we have truly because I have another friend that be like, Keisha, I have this great idea, and I'm like, okay, and I'm listening to it, and I was like, yeah, that is pretty great. And then he's like, all right, well, let me know how it worked. Wait a minute. What? I don't think I got the download. I didn't know. I was told that you had a great idea and I was supposed to execute that idea. There was no partnership agreement. There was some things missing. So the one thing that I love when you're in alignment with people, there is ideas that that person would be great for. And because of that, you kind of want to work with them to see it in action. If there was not HIPAA, I would love to see Erica as a therapist, right? Working in that magnitude because of the way she coaches. It's really great. And so, yes, like being a principal for the day kind of thing. So yeah, so I can see that, but alignment for sure keeps you focused.
You saying that, you could see that. We could actually think about doing that and add that to the mom conference, because I was thinking about doing, and I've done this in the past, group therapy on stage, like because everybody there have consented to be in front of people, to actually be an on stage participant, and we do group therapy. So you can see me be a therapist, and I've done it before regarding imposter syndrome.
Cool.
It was. We have a lot of people who really enjoyed that.
Interesting. I've never done group therapy. I've watched it on TV. I watched it on TV, but I've never done it. Just sheer out of, I think, of embarrassment. Now I go to therapy quite often, but group therapy, yeah, I've always side-eyed group therapy. It's like, I might have to show that I don't have an S on my chest. Yeah.
But you do.
Yeah. But I think it's one of those things you'd be like, why am I shying away from it?
You know what you got on your chest, Keisha?
Huh?
You know what you got on your chest?
What's that? W.
The Forever KJ logo. That's what's on your chest.
Oh yeah. I thought you was finna crack a wifey joke. I was like, yeah. I get one more proposal.
We ain't never too late. I know how to act where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, but yeah, that would be that might be something to add. And then again, I don't know, we're gonna have some heavy hitters that's coming in to speak on that day. So if y'all decide that y'all want to come to a fabulous conference, we are going to have our Maven conference in Tulsa, Oklahoma, June the 11th through the 13th. We will be having registration opening soon. There will be some amazing speakers. There's going to be a masquerade ball. We're going to have vendors. So go ahead and get your ticket. And then we will have accommodations. Links will be out soon. Yours truly will be doing a little MCing. Yes, I'm so excited about that. And closing it out. And then you have Miss Erica Kessie that brings people together. And I just cannot wait for this dynamic event. Tara, that's on here on the other days, she's a part of it as well. And Miss Eternity with a very young, youthful spirit, but baby, her heart is old. She's a grandmama on the inside. I promise you, she is. Yeah, she like how grandmama can be stop the kids in the next room, talk to the children that was outside while continuing to fry their hot water cornbread. That's Eternity. Yeah, she's somebody grandmama. So I would love for you all to join us there. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same time, same place, different voice. Will be on the air. All right. Y'all have a great day. And don't forget to create a thriving rest of your day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.